Watch Who?
Hello.
And welcome to Watch Who, a Doctor Who podcast. I'm Mark.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm a Doctor Who fan.
And I'm new to watching Who.
Watching for the very first time.
Very first time.
And welcome everybody to the Season 25 Doscars. Yay!
Doscars. It's Doscars.
Listen, folks, we've got a great new show. It's like the Oscars, but it's called the Doscars.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah, so here we are in the circus ring. We thought we would all be here. We are setting up the Doscars because the gods of Ragnarok have asked us to entertain them. And this is going to be the show.
Yeah, and Mark started with that rap, so...
It was better than the last one I did.
I don't know. I think your first one was pretty good. It just took me by surprise.
Yeah, so here everybody is. I mean, it's the silver anniversary, so it's like... what's that thing? Is it the Met Gala? Everyone's wearing silver. The theme is silver. Nemesis.
Silver. What are you wearing, Mark, for the silver gala?
Well, I'm wearing a silver suit with a silver faux tie. What are you wearing?
When you say it like that, I imagine you in a silver top hat too.
Why not? There we go.
What am I wearing? I am wearing a silver jacket, sequin jacket, with a dull silver top, and then it goes into like black sparkle trousers, maybe. I'm just adding things on. I don't actually think that would work.
Well, yeah, that sounds good.
It's got silver elements.
There we go. If anyone wants to do some fan art of us in our Doscars outfits,
Chosen something better.
please send it through. Yes, well, everybody's here. We've got the Happiness Patrol. We've got Lady Painfort. We've got Mrs. Remington. We've got Desert Julie. We've got all of the clowns and the entertainers from the Psychic Circus here today. We've got the Countermeasures group. We've got the Daleks. They're all here in this lovely desert setting in the circus. So we should start, really, shouldn't we?
Probably should.
We should. Okay. Well, let's start with Best Villain / Monster. We've condensed the categories again.
Yeah. I can't remember. I feel like I've seen somewhere that people aren't too happy about it. But that's what's happening, guys. Okay? Judge's choice.
It was close because there's plenty of monsters and villains this season, but we'll see how it goes. So the nominees for Best Villain are Helen A.
What are you laughing about already?
Sorry.
You only had to say a name.
No, I didn't.
I put a name in a letter.
I just did a weird hand movement when I said Helen A. Helen
That's
A.
how Mark's entertaining the gods. Go on.
The Happiness Patrol.
I told them to be happy, but they wouldn't listen.
Captain Cook. The Greatest Show in the Galaxy.
More tea, perhaps?
The Chief Clown. Greatest Show in the Galaxy.
You're not strong enough!
And the Candyman from the Happiness Patrol.
Impolite guests get to feel the back of my candy hand.
Sorry, it's because I've got a pen. I'm pen wavy guy from the Arc of Infinity, if anybody remembers that.
How do you feel about that, Mark?
No, I'm going to put the pen down now. So, yeah, lots of villains and monsters. Let's talk about the ones that aren't there, though. Because I think everyone's like, where is Lady Painfort?
Yes, we did have a chat about it, didn't we?
I feel like that was more your decision, so you have to tell everybody.
No, I'm sorry. Well, it was my argument, and you just went, yeah, I agree. So it wasn't a big fight. I just felt that rather than like coming in and being the villain, because there were the three in a sense in that story, yeah? And she was kind of trying to just do her element. She didn't like purposely go out to like kill or hurt or things. She was just there to like, in the same way of getting the thing, she was just doing the same thing.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
It's not like she didn't kill anyone.
No, this is literally the same conversation we had. I just went, yeah. I agree. I do agree.
You went, yeah. Okay. Like that was the end of the discussion.
No, I forgot your justification, but now you said it back to me and to everybody else. I remember now. makes perfect sense.
Mark's like,
Absolutely.
oh, Sarah twisted this one. This is all on Sarah.
And
Yeah,
same with the Nazi guy as well. The floors.
Yeah.
He's not going to wipe the floors with the competition tonight. People that are there, Helen A. Loved her. She was a really strong villain. Captain Cook, he was a proper dickhead, actually. He really was. And although he wasn't like the main villain, he's difficult.
You know what? Whenever you say Captain Cook, I think of like fish fingers.
Well, that's Captain Birdseye.
I know. I don't know what, like, I should think of like Peter Pan or something, but for some reason, you're saying Captain Cook and I'm going to fish fingers.
Maybe it's like cook and food.
Maybe. Or maybe I'm just associating it with like childhood things.
Like fish fingers.
Like fingers. They're not. Let's be honest, with all those fish finger buddies in our time.
Oh, I love fish fingers. Oh, yes. We'll be serving them tonight in honour of Captain Cook. They are here. We've got Edith and, who was doing the catering from last time? Oh, I can't remember now. They teamed up, didn't they?
You're on catering committee. I'm not having. I have no say in that.
It was Edith and somebody else last time, and we did this amazing duo. I can't remember who it is. Anyway,
Mark obviously didn't ask them back. Despite their great work last season,
do you remember?
They were not invited back. Yeah, but Mark, I can't remember what I did last week.
That's going to really annoy me. I'll try and think as we go. Anyway, okay. Chief Clown as well. Very creepy. Again, not the main villain, but just villainous enough to be in there. He made an impression on us.
Yeah.
And of course, the Candyman. Great sort of monster design. He just really stood out, didn't he? He had to be there. Right. Would you like to announce the winner?
Yes. And the winner of Best Villain and or Monster is Helen A.
Yay!
Hey!
I don't know why we were just whispering to each other. There isn't anybody actually here.
Because I can't find. I meant to say earlier. We wrote them all down. I had a little notepad book and I've lost it. So this is all on Mark. If Mark has not got these correct, I have no notes.
I have written everything down properly and I've read it all through beforehand. It is all sorted.
Yeah, I depend on you things. Sometimes I have like the sticky notes and they nothing. I put them all in a book and the book has vanished. So
well, there we are. Well, yep.
It's on the birthday. Do you know what? I've just seen it, but I don't think the pages are there. But it's on the birthday card pile. It was my birthday, everyone, a few days ago. So
yay! There we go.
Yesterday. I say a few days ago. By the time this come out, weeks. But like, birthday was yesterday.
Let's all raise a glass for Sarah's birthday and for Sarah getting through 25 seasons of Doctor Who at the same time. What a celebration!
I'm thinking when I started this, I was 29 because we started it 2020, didn't we? January 2020.
Actually, technically, we started at end of 2019.
Yeah, I'm still 29.
Oh, yeah.
Still 29. I'm 34 now.
Yeah, 25 years. Right. Let's go on to the next category. Best supporting character. A favourite of mine. I say it every time. And the nominees are Susan Q from the Happiness Patrol.
It's funny that, isn't it? It's the first thing I've been happy about for ages.
Mags from The Greatest Show in the Galaxy.
Don't ask, just let's get out of here.
Bellboy from The Greatest Show in the Galaxy.
Come on, kites! Find me!
And Earl from the Happiness Patrol.
You're a nice guy, Doctor, but a little weird.
And before we go into that, we've got an honourable mention. So this is going to be just not a regular award, just a special little award. Just for
Lucas is like heart palpitating at Mark saying this.
You know, like it's for that character that has made an impression on us, but they're not really a main character or they haven't done anything. And it's going to be named the Gronwyn Honey Award because of the honey guy last time, who was brilliant. We love the honey guy, but he wasn't a main part. He was completely
He didn't move us. We always say supporting character, you've got to help move the story along. This was quite difficult category for us. We did have a little deliberation over it, didn't we?
Yeah, it was quite tough. But the Gronwyn Honey Award this time goes to Desert Julie.
Weirdos! You can tell them at a glance, you know.
If
I
anybody wants...
wanted Mrs. Remington.
No, yeah, she didn't make it, did she?
Why's got the blitz?
No, she's not there. It's Desert Julie has the honourable
You
mention.
wanted Desert Julie, and I wanted Mrs. Remington.
It's Desert Julie because who is everybody? She's not called Desert Julie in Doctor Who. She is the lady with the horse and cart in Greatest Show in the Galaxy. We all know a Julie that's like this particular Julie. The Julies of the world who have that sort of force of attitude. They don't take any nonsense. And this goes out to all the Julies in the world and to Desert Julie. Well done. There we are. Right, let's go on to the main people. So we've got Susan Q, who was Ace's friend in the Happiness Patrol. She stood out. If you rebel, you're usually up for an award at some point. If you go against, the norm.
Yeah, it's true.
And she was the one, she sort of let Ace out, didn't she, early, when she was captured. And had a bit of a chat and explained to us all about the Happiness Patrol and stuff, and really stood up and was like, "Yeah, she didn't want to be there. She stood out already when we met her.
She didn't want to be there.
And she also played that girl in the Turlo one as well. So Mags, similar. We met her with the captain, but then it became very clear that she didn't really want to be there. She was sort of captured by him in a way. Just didn't want to be there again.
We're all about the people, and maybe it's because I sympathise and just don't want to be here.
Mags really didn't want to be there, especially when the moon came out. She didn't want to be there. Bellboy. I didn't really want Bellboy here. I just banged my head on the radiator.
Oh my gosh, this is anarchy. We should rename this category the don't want to be here category.
So Bellboy, why did you want Bellboy then?
I can't remember.
Because the only thing with Bellboy is, he wanted to get away from the circus. He didn't want to be there either.
That was it. There was someone else you mentioned, and I was like, but Bellboy was actually involved in the story. And then this is how we had our debate.
You see, the problem is, I've crossed out and really proper scribbled out the other ones that I didn't have, and I can't read who they were.
So I think you wanted Julie, and I was like, Mark, Julie didn't do anything. Bellboy, and I was like, we always say they have to contribute to the story. That's always our reason. We can't just go because we like them. Because I wanted Mrs. Remington, so I think I had Mrs. Remington. You had someone else. Oh no, you had someone from Daleks.
Oh, Mike.
And I was like, I can't remember Daleks.
No, but you remember Mike.
Remember. So because I couldn't remember, we put Bellboy in instead.
Because I said maybe Mike should be like a villain because he was a bit bad and he treated Ace bad.
Yeah. And then I was like...
Is Mike what you... I don't know what this is. No, I don't...
Oh, God, where's this going?
It's like a bad... He's sort of like a bad boy, right? Is that what a fuck boy is?
Someone at my door, one sec. No,
sorry, everybody. Slight intermission. Sarah has to go backstage a second to sort something out. We shall continue this conversation. We're just going to look up to the gods. They're putting up their numbers.
I'll be back.
Oh no, I think I'll just keep talking. They're putting up their numbers. Oh, we haven't got zeros. That's good. They do want to be here.
Royal mail delivery at 7 p.m. It's a broom. So excited. I know exactly what it is. It's a new brush.
Let's carry on with the ceremony. We are live in front of an audience.
Mark just wants as little editing to do as possible.
What we talking? Oh yeah, we're talking about Mike. Anyway, Mike's not there. So yeah, you wanted Bellboy. Yeah,
because he actually did contribute a lot to the story. I know he's not you're not his favourite person or whatever. He's not your favourite person either. Mark and Bellboy just don't get on. We've tried to introduce them. They just don't get on. What is going on? Why?
Anyway, the reason I wasn't sure about Bellboy is because he's sort of taken over for most of the time and he's just running away and doesn't really do very much. That was the only reason.
Actually, he's quite instrumental to the story and he does help move them beyond into the next, when he does come back. Because Bellboy, and he dies, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We love an honourable death.
And then we've got Earl, who played the harmonica a lot in
I loved Earl.
So he went along with the Doctor. he was like the only person that actually lived on the streets there. Like, we didn't see anybody else. Apart from the Happiness Patrol, Earl was visiting and got stuck there, I think. That was about it. But he did go with the Doctor to the Candy Kitchen. Maybe he didn't do as much as some of them, but fine. I think he deserved to be there. I'll announce the winner. It was just a surprise to everybody. And the winner of Best Supporting Character is Mags.
Hey, I think that's fair.
I really like Mags because she could have been a companion, couldn't she?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mags would have been a great companion.
Yeah, she's really, really good. She does, actually, the actress, she might have done a Mags comic strip. She's like a comic artist nowadays. She's usually at the Comic-Con signing graphic novels and stuff, as well as Mags things. So she's still going. She's still cashing in on Mags. She made a good impression, and she sort of was with Ace a lot and for some of the time, and could have been like Ace's friend. And you could just see her carrying on with the Doctor and Ace. Yeah, it was a good category. Okay, best story. Let's mix it up a bit. We've only got 4.
Yeah, that made it easy.
So we had Remembrance of the Daleks, Happiness Patrol, Silver Nemesis, and The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. I'll announce the winner then, and we'll talk about it. So the winner of Best Story, Season 25, is The Happiness Patrol.
Hey, I think a few people will be happy with that.
Loads of people love this story. Absolutely. And I cannot wait for the Blu-ray release with all the extra special.
It's interesting because I was talking to someone about this who knows to do this. And I said, I'm on season 25. And they said, Remembrance of the Daleks. That's like my favourite story. You must have loved it. And I was like, I don't remember. And I was like, but I did enjoy the Happiness Patrol. I enjoyed the Greatest Show. And they're like, oh, okay. So I think there's like a category out there of like, those ones are maybe a bit too silly or a bit too, and you're more of a classic. I just didn't think the story was. Anyway, Happiness Patrol, we did enjoy. I enjoyed the acting. You can like really break these things down. I don't really want to. I can enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, and did you know, I was reading up, the Happiness Patrol was referenced in the Archbishop of Canterbury's like Christmas speech in 2017. Happiness Patrol.
Oh no, that's such a specific fact.
So the Archbishop has obviously watched Happiness Patrol.
Yeah.
You're welcome to come on the Doscars anytime you want, Your Grace.
Not the same person, is it, from 2017? It's not the same bishop. Archbishop, sorry.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, well, if you're the Archbishop of Canterbury and you're listening and you love the Happiness Patrol, please come on and tell us all about it. I'm going to look up
Archbishop of Canterbury in 2017. Because I say this because
he's not like the Pope. They don't change that much.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you why, Mark. Tell you what for why. Because if it's the old one, not the current one, he lives in Cardiff.
The old one, the one that would have referenced Happiness Patrol.
Well, potentially. It depends when he became Archbishop of Canterbury. Right, I'm looking now. Okay,
I should have sent him an invite.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right, let's go on Wiki. Wiki will answer this. Oh, no, he's enthroned on 2013, so it's the current one, not the old one.
Oh, so the current Archbishop of Canterbury. He's been there. He was, I don't know, he was there at the coronation. He was there at the Doscars, possibly.
Rowan Williams, who was the last one, lives in Cardiff on Cathedral Road.
Well, you have to see if he's ordered the Blu-ray box set. I bet he hasn't.
Yeah, we didn't mention it.
Season 25 Blu-ray, St Paul's Cathedral, London. Anyway, right, let's carry on. Oh, do you know who loves Remembrance of the Daleks though? Who is a fan of Remembrance?
Go on,
Ross.
Yeah, well, I saw the campaign on social media.
Does anybody know Ross? Nobody's been in touch. I couldn't invite him to the Doscars.
Does anybody know?
Should I just put out
anybody know Ross?
I did another search. Social media does not work. I don't know what else to do. I've done...
And it's just... I mean, usually, it's for more like major campaigns like This Lost Toy or something, not just, hey... You took my DVD a few years ago.
I can't find him on the census anywhere. I found his dad, but I can't see if he's lived. I've looked and I can't find his brother. Or I think he might live with his dad and his brother still in the same place because he's not on any other.
Have you got as far as the census records, Mark?
I've been trying. What else can I try?
Maybe send him a letter. Maybe send a letter to the dad.
Also, what does everyone think about this? Should I message Tom? Because I'm friends with him on Facebook. He might know. I've been friends with him since we talked about, I added him when we were doing this podcast. I've never messaged him or talked to him, and he's never talked to me, but he accepted my friend request.
Maybe just a message say, hey, how are you? Random question. Do you talk to Ross?
Yeah, but I've not talked to him since for over 20 years.
One of you has to break the ice.
Yeah, I know. I'll try. I just don't know what to say. Okay, well, listeners, we'll think about that, and maybe by next season I would have been in touch with somebody. Anyway, let's move on. Has everyone got a top up? Great. Right. What should we do?
You happy? Are we still alive? Are we cutting this podcast short?
No, they did the scores when you went to answer
well,
the
I
door.
was at the post. I didn't expect the Royal Mail to come at 7 p.m.
No, especially it's like that junk mail that comes to the TARDIS. Anyway,
yes.
Always bring it back to Doctor. Best regular.
This is our favourite cat. Oh no, this isn't. What's that? Yeah, go on. I'm just talking shit.
This is not our favourite category, but let's carry on. So we've got the Doctor and Ace. Would you like to announce who it is?
I can't remember because I feel like oh right, okay. And the winner of Best Regular in season 25 of Doctor Who is the Doctor.
Hey.
Yeah.
I think he might have won last time as well.
We ummed on this because I think initially we said Ace, and then I was like, but I feel like actually the Doctor has been really good this season.
He's changed. He's a completely different character to how he was. He's not silly anymore. I don't think he played the spoons. I mean, he did that silly magic stuff and he sung, which was really annoying. They were like the worst moments for me when he was doing his more last season stuff. But here, he's got the authority. He knows. He lands. He's like, I know what's going on. I've got a plan. It's all sort of thought ahead. He's not sort of wandering. He knows everything that's going on, and he's sort of manipulating everything. So it's a sort of slightly darker side. Well, not darker, but a more serious. He's got a more serious tone. And therefore, when you do have a silly story like the Happiness Patrol, but he's playing it like, you know, with Helen A and stuff at the end, it comes across really well.
Yeah, I think like this season had more emotional variety for the Doctor. We still have those moments of silly. We still have those moments. It's not just like one tone. Oh, we're off on an adventure. Like it. Yeah, I agree. It was just a good season for him. There was a nice variety of acting. He felt really strong in it. He felt like he knew this character, knew what he was doing. He was having fun. That's what you want to see, isn't it? There's nothing more miserable than watching and seeing an actor, and we've seen it, not having a good time, a bit bored, not really sure why they're here and they're just doing it. But that doesn't come across that way at all. Not saying Ace does. Ace is brilliant as well. It really, I think it was a toss-up between the two, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, that's all there was, yeah.
I mean, it was a close. It was like 49%, 51%.
Yeah, very close. They were both.
It was like Brexit, you know? There was very little between.
Right, moving on.
What? We laugh about that anyway.
What do you want to do now? Cliffhanger or close watch?
Oh, cliffhanger. I don't think I have it in me yet for close watch. I've had a really long day.
Okay. Well, we had 3 cliffhangers because actually, overall, the cliffhangers weren't great.
No, they were terrible. So this should be quite a short category. I mean, there was one story that every cliffhanger was awful. It's not mentioned at all.
Well, and it's short, and there's 2 3-parters as well, so it's only like 2 cliffhangers. Right. The 3 are Remembrance of the Daleks, episode 1, where the Dalek goes up the stairs.
Open the door! Hey! Open! You are the Doctor! You are the enemy of the Daleks! You will be exterminated! Exterminate! Exterminate! Exterminate!
Just written Happiness Patrol. Happiness Patrol, episode 1. The Doctor in the candy kitchen, I think, and the candy man.
I think it was that.
I don't know why we put that.
Mark, you're the one with the notes, love.
Welcome to the Candy Kitchen, gentlemen.
I'm sure the pleasure's all ours.
I do hope so. I like my volunteers to die with smiles on their faces.
I think also another one for Remembrance of the Daleks. Oh, that was it. Part 3, when the Dalek ship comes down.
I
think I might have miscalculated.
They're more sort of thoughtful ones. They're not like dramatic big moments. Apart from that one going up the stairs, which was brilliant. And again, people weren't expecting that. First time the Dalek's gone up the stairs ever. And people forgot that as well. They always thought that when the Dalek came back and Christopher Eccleston and it could fly, everyone was like, wow, the Daleks can fly. And everyone was like, nope, Remembrance of the Daleks. So,
Are you a fan? No, you're not.
so I'll announce the winner and then we'll just carry on a minute. And the winner of Best Cliffhanger, season 25, is Remembrance of the Daleks, part 1, the Dalek climbing up the stairs. And here we have a Dalek coming up the stairs to get his awards. We've built these extra stairs specially.
Just for this moment.
Yeah, there he goes. There he's off. Oh, well done. Yeah, it had to be that moment because that's a game-changing moment there, a really surprising moment to do that. Because especially when the Doctor as well runs the stairs and it's like, no, not this time. Not this time. Right. Now we're going over to the Close Watch Award. Because I can't wait any longer. I've written some out this time.
Mark, you're going to be leading this then, my friend.
That's all right. The Close Watch Award. Here we are at the Circus Catwalk today. Are you on standby? Yes, great.
I'm holding the glitter ball.
Okay.
With a torch on it.
Okay, so we've got 4 nominees. And here they come. So the first lot, it's the whole of the Happiness Patrol in their lovely pink outfits. Hey, sweeties. Can I be in your gang? Pinky promise I won't tell. Right. And then we have Mags. Well, she's been in this arena before. Where did she get that outfit? She's been on the moonshine.
I envy that hair choice.
What a well-kept growler.
That's the line, fucking hell. What a well-kept growler.
And then we have Lady Painforce from Silver Nemesis.
Yeah.
She's my nemesis. All frocks shall soon be hers. She's a pain in my forte.
Oh my god.
And then lastly, we have Mrs. Remington from Silver Nemesis. Don't call her Shirley. Shirley. Honeys for days. She's riding that limo to history. Have some champagne to wash down that pearl necklace.
Oh my god.
There we go. Right.
That happened.
So, who has won? Some great costumes, actually, just to say as well. Really good, like, standout things, like in the Happiness Patrol. Obviously, we've chosen sort of the most memorable things.
Yes.
Stood out, but they've all been really great.
Yeah, there's been some great costume moments throughout, actually.
But actually, even in the 60s one, in the Dalek one, it was, the looks were really good.
Yeah. We considered Ace's jacket as well, didn't we, for this?
Yeah. There
was some really great choices.
Okay, and the winner of the Close Watch Award Season 25 is the Happiness Patrol!
Hey!
All up. Yeah, really great, with their guns and the hair. And
yeah, I want a pink boiler suit like Barbie and the Happiness Patrol.
Oh my god, yeah,
Even the original Barbie. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Before the Barbie movie, it was the Happiness Patrol.
Yeah, really good. Right. Okay, we've only got 3 categories left. Let's go to Icon of the Season. Okay, this one's really difficult, actually. We might have to merge Icon and Regular I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just going to put that.
Mark,
out.
I never wanted Icon. You were the one that brought it in. I was very happy with some of our original, like, 7 categories, 8 categories, whatever we had.
Okay.
You
Here we
brought in
go.
Icon and Clothes Watch, okay?
Okay,
No,
listeners.
it's staying because you insisted on it, love. This is your punishment. You're stuck with this category now.
Listeners, if you don't want Icon Award, please say.
Lucas is having heart palpitation. He's like, what are you doing to my board? How many footnotes do I have to add to this?
Okay, I'm going to announce the icon and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so icon of season 25 is Ace.
Hey!
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Ace was great. I think actually that's when we changed. Ace is just great throughout. Ace is really strong, and when I think of this season, I probably will think of Ace.
Like, it's so different in terms of the way the companion's been written now compared to just like Mel or Perry. Like, she's really involved. She has her own storylines and her relationship, like the stuff with Mike, and with Susan Q in the Happiness Patrol, and you know, she goes off a Great Show in the Galaxy. Like, she has strong dramatic moments throughout, and they're really writing. I feel like they're writing the Doctor and Ace as the two leads, rather than Doctor and secondary companion. I mean, she asks all the questions and stuff, but I don't know, it's just done in a different way.
It is, and like, she's great. She's just great. She can hold her own in it really well, and she's really. I think like this season, very much has found her feet. Knows that character, knows what she's doing.
And if anyone can find out if she did teach me gymnastics or not, again, these are the mysteries we need to solve here. I just don't know how to do it. But anyway, there we go. I don't think that there's going to be any record anywhere, but maybe if I could find out who her friend was that went to my school, who taught or worked at my school. Maybe one of my teachers was friends with her. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. Well done, Ace. Well done. Right. 2 left. So, worst moment of the season. This one is always getting more and more difficult because the stories and the production, as time goes on, just gets better and better. There's less things to complain about. But of course, we found some. So,
Of course.
They are, if I can read my writing here. Oh, yes. So, the worst moments, season 25 are...
I think this is my favourite category, by the way.
I'm sure it is. All the cliffhangers in Great Show in the Galaxy, because they were just not very dramatic and just a bit... Well, the editing of them wasn't great, because there was the first one with the Doctor saying, like, oh, you coming in or not? And then there was, like, Mags, and it was just, like, reveal Mags as a werewolf, carry on for a few minutes, and then have a cliffhanger. It was like, I don't know, it just wasn't dramatic enough. All the loose plots in the whole of the season. So that was a complaint of yours, especially, where the setup was quite good, and the actual concept of where we were and who the people were really good. But then
it's really difficult when you do a podcast where you break down stories. You can't break down the story. There's too many plot holes.
Like, Remembrance was probably too much going on, and then you've got like the opposite of like, well, Silver Nemesis was a bit of a runaround in the middle. Greatest Show ended up being a bit of a runaround after a promising start. All those characters just got killed off, and that was it for the sake of it. Stuff like that. Oh, the slow cart made a return that they drove around in Happiness Patrol. It's been hanging around the last few seasons all the time. They did not learn from Vengeance on Varos like 5 years ago that a slow cart does not look good. It's exactly the same. And then I can't read my writing. It begins with P. Something P in something. P in greatest. P in Greatest Show.
The pavement.
Oh, the paving. Okay, so you didn't like the floor because it was made in the car park. Right, there was paving on the floor, which is very picky.
I wanted sand.
They almost cancelled that show. They did as much as they could, and you just pick out the paving. Okay.
It took you out of it. Just saying.
Well, as this is your favourite category, Do you want to announce the winner?
Yeah. And the winner of Worst Moment is the loose plots throughout the season.
Yay!
Yay. I mean, yeah. It was...
Yeah.
It just, like, they're great stories if you just sit back and take a story. But once you have to start analysing it, like you do on a podcast, it became a problem.
If you're just watching for entertainment, 1 episode a week, absolutely perfect. But yeah, if you're really going into it...
And people love going into things nowadays. People love a detailed, I think that's the harder part of introducing people to it.
So basically, don't binge watch these.
Or do binge watch. Do, but just take it in. Like, just have a binge and be like, sit back and enjoy.
Okay, now we are up to the final category.
I think this is actually my favourite.
Oh, of course it is. Ian.
It's Ian.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
The category. We're going to, when we finish the classic series, we'll have that detail of all of our heroes.
Well, we've already got 25 heroes. I feel that that's a pretty good place to be.
The 25 heroes.
25 heroes of Doctor Who. Doscars.
But who is going to win the Silver Hero Award?
Oh my gosh.
And do we remember who was nominated? Let's have a look. Oh, actually, do you know what? Just before we start, I'm just going to read out a comment from Rick on YouTube, just because we were talking about the stories. So this is about the Dalek one. He says, on Mark's point about all the listeners agreeing this episode, here's my take as the 11-year-old watching at the time. I had enjoyed the Mel season, probably as I was a child, and it was likely aimed at me. Whilst I have strong memories of this story for season 25, I didn't understand what was going on and found it much more scary than the previous season. I think Doctor Who started to lose me at that young age, due to it being a bit more aimed at adults maybe. I get the sense stories like this, whilst good, are more popular with fans, and I agree with Sarah that the plot speeds along a bit too much, but it's undoubtedly a great on second watch. Yeah, it is a bit more sort of grown up this season. Maybe that's what it is.
Sorry. I'm so. I was just thinking, like, if I get another water. I was listening.
Okay. But anyway, there we go.
That's really nice. I'm glad someone agrees with me. That's always nice.
Yes. Let everyone know who was nominated for the Sir Ian Chesterton Heroic Moment Award, season 25. The nominees are...
Also, for me, this is really tense because this is probably our favourite category. We bring light to the people that would otherwise still be in the dark with those moments, right? But we have no say in it. We give it to the people. That's very us, Mark. Very us.
Before we mess it up, do you need to vote? There is a winner.
Well, I'll tell you what,
I
say
haven't
the categories, and then I will tell you what I would have chosen.
But are you actually voting?
I don't know. Do you need me to? Do you want me to?
Well, it might create a draw or something.
Okay.
That's the only thing. I've not voted.
Well, okay. Let's read the categories, and then we'll both say what we would vote for.
And then we'll vote.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, the nominees are Ace beating up a Dalek in remembrance of the Daleks.
Small human female sighted on level 3.
Calling small!
Susan Q standing up to the Happiness Patrol in the Happiness Patrol.
You'd have been all right if you hadn't met me.
It would have happened sooner or later. I'm not Helen A's idea of good Happiness Patrol material. She won't shed any tears over me.
Richard following Lady Painfort to the future in Silver Nemesis.
Where are we, my lady?
Why, the very place we left, of course. My house in Windsor.
And Bellboy sacrificing himself in Greatest Show in the Galaxy.
You're with me and get down to Valentine. I'm crazy.
I'm going to go with Ace beating up a Dalek. Okay. What are you going for? What would you go for?
Yeah, I suppose Ace as well. I mean, it's always like, someone stepping up to do something, but I mean, it's cool.
It's a cool moment. It was either that or Thingy sacrificing himself, Bellboy, for me.
I mean, if you sacrifice yourself, you pretty much got an Oscar. This is what they do now. They know. They're like, I'm going to get a Doscar if I do this.
They know.
Well, we still have a winner anyway. We do have a winner. And I shall announce who that is. The winner of the Sir Ian Chesterton Heroic Moment Award Season 25 is... Ace beating up the Dalek in remembrance of the Daleks. So there we go. Thanks to everyone who voted and who voted for Ace. Like Fraser Gregory, who said there can only be one. It has to be Ace. It's just iconic.
It is, yeah. It was a great moment.
It's what people remember. And also, I mean, spoilers, not spoilers. She does that in the one she comes back.
Oh, does she?
She's got a bat and she does that again. It's that kind of moment where, for the fans especially, it's got to be well done. Ace absolutely deserved to be there. I mean, all her explosions and all her other stuff, there's plenty of other things she's actually done as well that would get her place in this special category. She absolutely deserves to be there. And it's quite rare that it's a companion. We've had a few, I think, but the others were very worthy as well. Everybody has spoken. It's Ace.
Yeah, the people have spoken.
Yeah, she's a double award winner tonight. And there we are. That's another season done.
I can't believe, 25 seasons.
25.
25 over 5 for me. Taking 5 years for us to get through 25 seasons.
Well, they are they've got shorter, definitely. Well, on to season 26. I've got to tell you the name of the story. It's called Battlefield.
Battlefield? What? Okay. I think there'll be a battle. I think it'll be set in historical past.
Well, we better head off, I suppose. Desert Julie will be having a go at us on a horse and cart. She is outside, actually.
The gods will let us go.
Oh yes. Let's just see what. Let's just see. Oh yeah, they're fine. They have said, "Well done, everybody. That was a great Doscars. We can go."
Another great Doscars, guys. Well done.
Another great Doscars. But don't forget, get your fruit from Julie on your way out, and make sure she doesn't insult you. And yeah, we'll see you soon for season 26. Okay. In the meantime, you can follow us on Space Twitter and Space Instagram from the Psychic Circus at 2WatchWho. And you can support us at buymeacoffee.com/2WatchWho. Edith has the details as you leave, so she will hand those over to you.
Handing out the QR codes.
The QR codes, yeah. She doesn't know what they are still. Well, no, she does. It's been
I've been explaining, but you can't take the fish to water, you know what I mean?
She has been doing the Doscars for 24 seasons. So.
No, she's not. She wasn't in season 2, was she?
Yeah.
She was in season 7.
She was in the end of season 2, was Edith.
Gosh, she really has.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All that time. Anyway, right, we'll see you all later, everyone.
All those buffets and things. Me and Mark are rolling out of here.
Okay, bye everyone.